Ladies and gentlemen, I have always opined on this platform that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing just happens for the sake of it in politics. Raila Odinga yesterday had a terrifying encounter with the police in Kisumu. And as a matter of fact, that encounter was designed to achieve certain political objectives. In this video, I want us to look at those objectives which the encounter was intended to achieve. Before we do that, in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. Let us go straight to the issue. Raila Odinga yesterday had a successful rally in Migori. Then from Migori, Raila Odinga boarded his chopper and landed in Kisumu. Kisumu International Airport, to be precise. And from the airport, Raila Odinga's convoy headed straight to Grace Onyango's home, the late, where he was actually going to condole with the family. Raila Odinga was accompanied by Nyong'o, the governor, the deputy governor Willie, Opiyo Wandayi, who was with him in the chopper, Jeremiah Kioni, who was with him in the chopper, and others. And as you know, Raila Odinga's home and Grace Onyango's home are almost the same area. So Raila Odinga left the airport, usual, the same route, chup, 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 Swan Center, poop, KCB, poop, Central Bank, poop, State House Road. Then from State House Road, then I think you count one home, then you turn where Raila's home is. I think Grace Onyango's home is also somewhere there. So immediately they reached the State House Road, they found a roadblock. And Raila Odinga was actually forced to get out of his car because the police there refused to open the way. And the question is, why would police erect an illegal roadblock at night? Because during the day, it was understandable. And again, it was not even understandable. Why would they erect a roadblock just where Raila Odinga, the road where Raila Odinga used? So Raila Odinga got out of his car, Nyong'o got out of his car, and the scene almost turned chaotic. The policeman, all the policemen there, tried waiting for some calls, but very quickly, because you know Boda were also witnessing this and they started coming, very quickly he decided to let them go. Actually, what happened was the security, George, Raila Odinga security, was the one who dragged that roadblock out of the way. But let us look at the facts. The first fact which is there is that the police knew that this convoy was actually headed to either Raila Odinga's home, Anyang' Nyong'o's home, or they were headed to Grace Onyango's home. Because you can't tell me that the intelligence didn't know that Raila Odinga was in Migori, and then his plane was coming to Kisumu, and then from Kisumu, Raila Odinga was going to Grace Onyango's home. So they knew. So the fact is, they knew so well that Raila Odinga was headed there. So that's the first fact. The second fact is that the lead car in this convoy had a VIP signal. You know, he had the siren. The lead car was actually Professor Nyong'o's car. And the fact is that even if that roadblock was blocked, and they knew so well that the guy here is Professor Nyong'o, who is the governor of Kisumu, you can't block him because Nyong'o used that road In the morning, they opened, they saw the vehicle, they opened. Severally, they saw Nyong'o's vehicles, they opened. Even when people were almost demonstrating there, Nyong'o's vehicle used to pass, they opened, and they would close. At this particular moment, why do you think they decided, and it was at night, to block Nyong'o's vehicle? Because they knew Raila's vehicle was also there. So that's something. Remember, Raila Odinga is not an ordinary citizen. You might want that Raila ni raia. Let me tell you, Raila is not a raia. Raila is a former Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya. In our constitution, Raila Odinga is entitled to certain privileges, including access to VIP sections in airports, access, even his barabara is supposed to be cleared. He has access to that. So when that roadblock was erected for the demonstrators, it was not erected to stop VIPs. That's the fact. So they knew. The other thing which is there is that Raila Odinga actually stays next to State House. So which means from where the roadblock began and where it ended, there is no way Raila Odinga would access his home without going through that road. So the question is, why would they block Raila Odinga? Was that roadblock intended really to just block Raila Odinga? Those are the facts. Those who know Raila Odinga's home and the way they erected those roadblocks, there was no way. But let us look at the objectives, because the agreement is that this particular incident was intended to achieve certain objectives. Objective number one, William Ruto's government are keen on humiliating Raila Odinga. Let's assume that the convoy came, these guys opened without drama, then the convoy passed, then they closed. What would have happened? Let's just assume. The fact is, they didn't want that to happen by design. And just like I've always said, in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. These guys wanted to humiliate Raila Odinga. The first person who got off his car was Professor Nyang'. They didn't. So they can say, okay. Because remember, Nyong'o used the vehicle. The roadblock has been there for 2 days. Nyong'o has been using that road every single day. They see his vehicle, they open. So this time, they locked it. They blocked it. So Nyong'o get out. Then Raila sends his security to go. Then Raila Odinga himself got out of the car. And that is exactly what they wanted. To humiliate Raila Amolo Odinga. And for me, they achieved that. I don't know whether it will help them or not, but they achieved that. The second thing they wanted to do is to show who has powers. Because there's been this issue of illegitimate government. And Raila is the people's president. So these guys wanted to show Raila, we have the powers. And for those who are keen, Raila Odinga used to have security, government security. I no longer see them. I no longer see them as part of his convoy. I don't know whether he decided to relieve them or whether the government withdrew them, because why I'm saying this was a breach of security. Raila Odinga has security, Nyong'o has security, government security, and these guys are having encounters here. So they wanted to exercise power to show Raila Odinga who has real power. And just like they kept on reminding Matiang'i, power is fluid, power is temporary. They should exercise it with a lot of caution. The third thing which they wanted to do, and they never succeeded, is to provoke Raila Odinga supporters. Those who are there tells me that Boda started coming there and they started hooting. And very quickly, those policemen sensed something. That is what saved the situation, because I know Raila Odinga supporters. The mere fact, in fact, if these videos were circulated early enough, you know, Kisumu is not a 24-hour economy. People normally break early. People normally break early enough. Yeah. So if it was during the day, it would have turned into something else. I'm not sure whether that roadblock was still there today, but they wanted to provoke Raila Odinga supporters. They never succeeded because it was at night. And lastly, I also tend to think that the police who are manning these roadblocks may be delayed because they were waiting for order from above. Hey, gari yake imepita aero, okay? Gari yake ishafika airport, inakuja, inaelekea State House Road, make sure it doesn't use that road. Make sure it doesn't use that road. So they effected the order, but they were waiting. These guys are not going. They are stuck here. They are insisting they must use this road. But these guys are still waiting for order from above. Let me hear your thought on this particular incident. Because one thing I know is that Grace Onyango is a person in this country who deserves respect. If the government, for one reason or the other, knew that this convoy was actually headed there, then I feel that it was disrespect to her. This is the first woman to be elected as a mayor in the Republic of Kenya. That was in 1965. Again, Grace Onyango became the first woman ever to be elected a member of parliament in the Republic of Kenya. And she served from 1969 to 1983, long enough. So even if they didn't want Raila blah blah, but out of respect, in my view, they ought to have displayed a bit of it to the team. Now there's something which is also happening, it's supposed to happen in Kisii. Maybe someone can brief me whether it's on or off. Is Matiang'i organizing some prayer or some homecoming or something? Just let me know if you are in the know. You know my WhatsApp number 0777 7413, sorry, 0777 741323, 0777 741323. WhatsApp if you have any information about that. So until next time, this is Makwiny. And by the way, William Ruto has appointed Oginde as the chair of EACC, which I think is a good appointment. The guy is thorough, so let's hope that the EACC will no longer be an extension of the government. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.